We're here at Eagle Trace in Morehead, Kentucky for the annual Morehead State Athletics Golf Outing. I'm Matt Segal from the MSU Athletic Department, joined now by the head baseball coach, Mike McGuire. And Mike, I know that you're really pleased with the strides that the program took this past year, but not completely satisfied. You guys are always aspiring to do more and achieve at a higher level.
Yeah, I mean, it was considering where we came from over the last calendar year, improved by 13 wins over one calendar year is a pretty big improvement. And, we're just striving for 13 more next year. If that happens, we're going to end up with 40-plus wins, and that's a goal. You have 40-plus wins and can do well in the OVC conference. It makes you an NCAA caliber club, and that's certainly what we strive for as a program.
You mentioned 16 wins your first year here, 29 in your second campaign. I guess the simple answer is probably better players and better performances, but from a coaching standpoint, what would you attribute that improvement to specifically?
Well, I think the biggest thing is just the work habits and guys buying in. We had a roster full of guys that are just dirt bag baseball players. They get after it and they want to play hard and just buy into what we're trying to do as a program and really playing hard and playing for each other. And I think that's one of the things I was most proud of as a club is, and I wanted to be a staple of our program when I took over is for people to say, man, Morehead State doesn't quit. They just play hard for 9 innings and they do not quit. And fortunately, I heard that several times from opposing teams this year and opposing coaches, and that's important to me.
You had two nice wins over nationally ranked opponents. I believe Kentucky was ranked 12th at the time that the Eagles beat them in Lexington, and then you got 1 out of 3 from a very good Indiana program in Bloomington. Talk about how those wins helped the morale of the program.
Well, I think at the time, we were a little below 500. I think when we played Kentucky, and had won a couple conference series, but I think the Kentucky win gave us a lot of confidence to know that we could compete on the national scene. And then 4 days later we beat Indiana, and that just confirmed that for us. And I think we played our best baseball from there on the rest of the year. And I think that was the big thing, for us with 21 new kids in the program this year, just learning how to win. And once we established ourselves and got some credit and notoriety for those wins, it gave us a lot of confidence, and it was certainly something we could build on the rest of the way and build on in the future.
You've told me many times off camera you feel like the culture is changing, baseball is becoming relevant again at Morehead State, whether that's how the athletic department views the program, whether that's the confidence and morale with the players, and then even the community. I know that you guys reached out to the community, did a nice free youth clinic that led to some really nice crowds late in the season, but just kind of expand on that, the culture changing and kind of your perspective on that area.
Well, when I came in here, obviously I knew that, Morehead State baseball, has a history, but unfortunately a lot of it's ancient. Look over the last 20 years, the program hasn't done a lot, and, I want to change that. And so when I talk about changing the culture, it begins on the field, with the product we put out there, but then also, creating excitement within the athletic department, on the campus and within the community, and I think that's happened, this year. Certainly, we're not content with the year we had, but I do know we showed dramatic improvement, and I've got most of our club back next year, so we should be a very good club. But I think just the overall excitement and our guys feed off of it as well. It's nice for them to know that, hey, we're relevant.
We've posted some summer camp information for Morehead State baseball on MSUEagles.com. We encourage fans to go check that out for dates and pricing and other details. But kind of give us your thoughts. You've got some camps that are structured for high school age kids, and then I know you have a youth camp coming up next month as well.
Right, we've got a showcase camp each of the next 2 Saturdays, June 7th, June 14th, for high school kids. There'll be several other colleges in attendance. A great opportunity to showcase yourself in front of college coaches throughout the state and throughout the Southeast, really. And then June 9th through 12th is our Youth Day Camp, ages 6 to 13, and it'll be held at Sonny Allen Field on our campus. Be a great chance for kids to interact with some of our Morehead State baseball players as well as the coaching staff, over the course of a week, and teaching them, how to get better as a baseball player.
We see how extremely hard you and your staff work during the season. I know you try to take a deep breath at this time of year, but it's a 12-month job. It's a constant grind. Tell us about your priorities as a coaching staff between now and, say, the beginning of the fall semester.
Well, this time of the year is when we really start working on our 2015 recruiting class, and those kids are just entering high school as seniors next year. Now we've already got to start. We've got a couple commitments already. We do have to finalize our 14 class. Got a couple more kids to add. Just at this point, just looking to fill a couple roles on the club, but really focus on the 15 class as well as our 14s that are coming in. A lot of things that go into that. Getting them set up in the dorms, getting meal plans, all that stuff that they've got to take care of before they get here, get them enrolled in classes, so forth, and then before you know it, August will be here.
And since we're here at a golf outing, how's your golf game? How's your team's golf game? I saw MSU baseball on the entry list.
Yeah, it's we're here donating today. We're going to have a good time, I can tell you that, but I don't expect to see us up on the leaderboard.
No hole-in-one for you? No new car from Larry Fannin?
Not for me, but maybe one of my teammates, may throw one in there. You never know.
He's the head baseball coach at Morehead State, Mike McGuire. I'm Matt Segal from Athletic Media Relations, and we'll have more from the golf outing. Stay tuned to MSUEagles.com.